Welcome back to the show. We're going to continue doing our bold prediction segment for the offseason. And today we're talking about Kansas State. So the bold prediction from y'all, the listeners, here's the bold prediction. Kansas State will make the Big 12 championship. Doesn't seem that bold, right? Kansas State picked 5th in the preseason media poll. I think they're kind of a team that everyone is really excited about this year. It seems like the national media is really pushing that Kansas State's going to be really good. Their over-under is 6.5. I feel like that's a bargain deal, to be honest. And I just think if you look at Kansas State, the way they're constructed, they have a veteran quarterback now in Adrian Martinez. Chris Kleiman has really installed a very nice culture there and a good system. They have Deuce Vaughn, one of the best offensive players in the country. So it all comes together and you kind of look at it and go, okay, I can see this happening, right? I can definitely see this happening. And so let's see. Let's take a look at this. In order to make the Big 12 championship, they have to go at least 6-3 in conference. And going 6-3 in conference means they're probably going to be tied with someone, meaning they would probably have to win some sort of tiebreaker to make the Big 12 championship. So I actually think 7-2 is probably the number that they're going to need to hit in order to make the championship game. And that wouldn't even be as the top team in the conference. That would probably be as the second team. Because I think at least 2 teams will probably go 7-2 or 8-1. Okay, so let's look at kind of their schedule here. At Oklahoma, Texas Tech, at Iowa State, at TCU, Oklahoma State, Texas, at Baylor, at West Virginia, Kansas. I don't know. When I looked at Kansas State at the beginning of the year, I kind of sat back and said, okay, I think this is pretty solidly an 8-4 team. That's kind of what my expectation was for them this year, likely going 5-4 in the conference, which is kind of what they have been, right? So it wouldn't be a huge step in the right direction, even though I think they can win some of these bigger games on their schedule. My problem with Kansas State is I don't think their talent is really going to decimate the Big 12, meaning I think they could lose games against teams they probably shouldn't lose to. I don't think the talent advantage is that high for them, which makes me cautiously optimistic about this bold take. So to put in perspective as well, they haven't won more than 6 conference games since 2016, and they haven't won 7 conference games since 2014. So it's been a long time since they've had that kind of success in the Big 12, but they've been able to hit the 5-win, 4-win total more times than not in this conference. So they've been right there. They just haven't been able to get over the hump in a while. And so looking at their schedule, I don't think they're going to win at Oklahoma. I don't think they're going to win at Baylor. So that's 2 losses in my eyes. And now you're telling me that they can only lose maybe one more time to make the Big 12 championship when you have Oklahoma State, at Iowa State, at TCU, and at West Virginia on the schedule? I don't think it's happening. I don't think I can predict that. Even though I think K-State will be really good, I don't think they're going to make it to the Big 12 championship, which means this take is pretty bold, but it's not crazy, right? They're a dark horse for a reason. If teams slip up, or maybe Texas isn't as good as people think, or maybe OU has a down year, then maybe, just maybe, they could sneak in. So I'm going to give this an 80 on the boldness scale. This is a B-. They're a preseason top 5 team in the league. The Big 12 has had a lot of diversity in their conference championship, it feels like, for the past few years outside of Oklahoma. And so to me, that makes this not as bold as maybe it could be, but I still think, it's pretty bold to see K-State in the Big 12 championship. So that's it for today. Thanks for listening. This has been another bold prediction. We will be back later in the week with more of y'all's bold predictions.